So I was walking through Waitrose and I saw this Beano, which I've not read for a long, long time since I was very little. But I was also shocked to see the charity that they were raising money for to help with literacy. And this was called the National Literacy Trust and the Marcus Rashford Book Club. I've mentioned Marcus before on the Causevest Network, but I thought I'd use this as a quick example to look at when a celebrity or is trying to do something good and altruistic. This isn't necessarily in the news or post anyone. It's quite small. It's not necessarily a major celebrity. He was a guest editor for this particular post. I'm going to skip through some of it, but for those interested in gaming, I thought this was an interesting slide as well because they create a little group to talk. The first page talks a little bit about government corruption, actually. And in the second page, they create a little group. What was interesting is here they're trying to play some computer games, don't go right. And then they said, actually, let's do some platforming. And for the life of me, it never occurred to me all the platform games we play is literally just trying to reflect our childhood, where you're trying to jump, avoid the lava, etc., etc., avoid the shark. Most platformers are just a representation of that game when we were kids. Anyway, back to things. So you see, it's a lot more diverse. I won't lie, it's a lot more diverse than when I first used to read the Dandy, which is, I guess, nice in a way. But you can see he's in the comics, which is pretty cool. What I think is really interesting is a lot of the time he's talking about inspiring children to trace their dreams. And I'm not going to and it's kind of reflected a little bit in the having some Calamity James for a while as well, finding your voice, etc., etc. And I think, spreading kindness, and there's just so much nice. It's like there's no agenda, like in terms of it's there to help, and that's something I've highlighted before. But when it comes to the Causevest Network, what we want to be able to do is find altruistic people, whether they be celebrities or not, that are supporting causes and highlight them, support them ourselves. If this was on the platform, we'd have registered this charity on behalf of Marcus or his book club. On the platform, if it was on our blockchain, it'll be registered on our blockchain and operator would register it. And obviously he'd be contacted if any funds are raised to give them his funds, or of course he could do it himself. As you can see, any 20p here is given to these charities. The question here is actually what proof is there that these funds are given to these charities? So we try and take the payment processing, take control of the payment processing, and if we can, we get a share of that. But otherwise, we try and make sure that actual donation is audited on chain and it's put where everyone can see it. Fundamentally, the reason I brought this up as a live example, because there's a lot of use cases just in this one example, right? With our products and then our blockchain. It's sort of looking at the fact that people are doing good. The question is this good being highlighted? Is it visible? And do we want a world whereby you can actually see a history of the good that people have done? Marcus here is one example, but there's lots of small entrepreneurs or small individuals that do good things and have a positive impact. A lot of those small items can be magnified to be a big impact. So our hope is to highlight them on chain, and we'll be doing that with our new blockchain and Causevest network.